I'm Zach.
And we're MV Board Gaming. We are here with a playthrough of the new game that's going to be on Kickstarter May 6, 2025. It is called Shallow Regrets. It's by Bud and Shy Games. Judson, the designer, also designed Deep Regrets and some other games as well you might be familiar with. This game is technically a 1 to 3 player game. You're going to see it's a 2 to 3 player game, but they have a solo expansion that comes with the Kickstarter back if you were to back that. The game takes about 15 minutes, so this should be a relatively short video. So we're going to go through how you play, and then we're going to go ahead and play it. 2 players. So the game, you're just trying to get the most points in this game. The points are at the top left. I'm going to break down the anatomy of a card as we play to show you what everything means. But we have large, medium, and small shoals. And you can see that based on the size of these right here. It also has a little indicator for what you can expect the strength of these fish as well. In this case, we have to start the game with at least 3 that are small, which they will be zeros. Because you can't catch anything if you don't have any strength. These cards will give you that strength, those represented by these fish hooks. So I'm just giving that little preface right there, and then we're going to explain more as we play it. On your turn, you are going to draw 2 cards. It can be from the same shoal or different. You're going to draw 2 and pick one to catch if you can. And then the other one is going to get thrown back. You can throw them back into any of these shoals, except if one of them is empty. If any of them are empty, that throwback has to occur at the empty shoal. Also, you cannot cover a small shoal when you throw them back unless they are all small. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to take 2 that are small because, again, we start with no strength. I'm going to look at these 2 and decide if I want to keep any. So let's go over the anatomy of the card now. These are the points. You can see these both right here are actually -1 point. And then these are the strength. So the good thing about these is it will give me 2 of these strengths for the future to catch these. This is the type. That these are foul. And they also have abilities at the bottom. You can activate these abilities at the beginning of your turn, and then you will exhaust it by turning it 90 degrees. And they cannot be used again. Even if they exchange hands, it will still be exhausted for the duration of the game. However, it maintains all its attributes. So if I'm looking at these, that is good. So I think I will take this one, and it goes face up in my area. I'll just put it right here since it's still on screen a little bit. And then this one I can put down on any of these, except I could not cover one of these small shoals. So I'm just going to put it right there. And it is Vic's turn. Well, she will pick 2.
All right. I will do 2 of these zeros here from these shoals. So I'm going to look at them. And again, I have a foul fish and I have a fair fish showing. Normally you wouldn't say this out loud. You wouldn't share with, but we're just for the sake of demonstration, we're going to kind of talk about things as we make decisions here. So I think that I am going to keep this fish, and I'll put this fish back here.
Okay, and now that we have played each one turn, I will explain a little bit more. We were able to catch these fish because the difficulty on these is 0. Oh, let me pull it down a little bit. Difficulty is 0. If this was any number higher than 0, I wouldn't be able to catch anything because I didn't have any strength because I had no cards. But since we took zeros, no problem. Now you can see that I can catch something that has a 2 difficulty or less. Vic can catch something with 1 difficulty or less. All right, so my ability on this is to give this fish to another player. I wouldn't do that right now because I need the hooks for the difficulty. Otherwise, I'll have to draft a 0. So that is that. Now, to win the game's going to end when all fish have been caught, or if a player has insufficient strength, or players have insufficient strength to catch any of the fish that are remaining. Then you're going to tally up your points and see who won. If it's tied, the person with the fewest foul fish wins. Otherwise, you will share the victory. All right, so I have a strength of 2, so I'm going to go with probably these 2 right here because I'm safe because there's no more than 2. So let's see which one I want. They are both okay. So now Since Vic and I are actually playing, I won't go over what it all says right now, but you can read it on there. Hopefully you can see all that. And then you can see the other type of fish, fair fish. Let's do this. And then this one I'll put back, and I cannot cover a 0. I'll just put it back from whence it came. And it's Vic's turn. And this is at the point, I'll throw another reminder. I said it once. You can use your abilities to start your turn.
I am going to exhaust one fish controlled by another player,
Okay.
and I'm going to exhaust your Eversquid.
So that one is exhausted.
So I'm going to turn this, and then I only have one hook, as Dick mentioned. So I'm going to take a chance with the 1 to 2 strength, see if it's a 1, potentially, and then a 0 from this pile.
Yep.
So I've got a choice on that. And it looks like with the fish I'm looking at, 1 is automatically off the table because of the strength that's showing up top. So I'll have to get this rot fish, and I'll put this back into a shoal. I'm going to indicate, I'll put it here.
Okay. And I still only have 2 hooks, and I'll take this and this. So I will take, I'll take this one. Why not? Take the mermaid, and I'll put this one right back.
All right. So I could choose to activate this. Each player gives 1 fish to the player to their left if possible, but it's okay. I'm not going to do that at this stage. I have 3 hooks because even though I've exhausted this fish, this hook still counts. So I have 3 hooks total. I will go for the 3 to 5 and this 1 to 2 to see what I can catch. And, we now know I can only really pick 1. So do that, and I'm going to put this 3 to 5 one back. I'll put it here.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use my mermaid, which is just barely on camera at the top left, and use that ability to peek at the top card of 3 shoals. So that is used. It can never be used again by either of us. And I'm going to look at all 3 of the 3 to 5. So I'm going to look right here. This is the one that Vic took a look at before. Put that back. I'm going to look at this one. Okay, got it. And this one. So now I've looked at the top 3 cards. All right. Vic's trying to fix the glare, it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe a little glare on the right side.
This is actually a more vibrant card than it appears because of the light reflection.
Well, by the way, this is a prototype of the game, as you may have guessed, so nothing's finalized here. All right, well, I've looked at all 3 that I can, and I'm going to take this, and I'll take one of these 2. Take a look at these 2 again and see which one I want. It's basically which ability do I like better. I think this one at the moment I like. So I'm going to take that and put this here because it has to go here because it's empty. So Vic's turn.
All right, so I am showing 3 hooks still. So I'm going to grab a 0, and I'm going to take this one and see between the 2 what fish I get. So I am going to go with, interesting.
Very interesting.
I'm going to take this fish here, and I'll put this back there because I have to choose an empty shoal to put it in. So I've just taken this sailfish, and I didn't choose to activate an ability at this stage.
All right. Well, I will activate an ability. I'm going to activate the Great White Shark, which is just off screen, so I'm going to scoot it over just here. All right. So I am going to add 3 strength. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 strength, and I know I'm taking these 2 right here. Take a look at those, and I will take the Kraken. Put that
Wow.
All right, Vic's turn. Oh, did I put it here? I had to put it here because there we go.
Wow. He's got a great white shark. Can I swap a fish with you if it's exhausted?
Yeah,
Can I
swap
still
this
do it?
fish for another player's fair fish.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use this giant octopus to take his great white shark.
All right, and this was exhausted, so I get it
It
exhausted.
is now exhausted.
This is also exhausted.
Yeah. So I've got the great white shark. So my total hooks are 3 still, because the ones I've received here are not adding any more hooks. So I still have 3 hooks.
A lot of zeros out there.
Yeah. I will do this. I'll take the 2 zeros and take a look at those. I will go with the lamprey. And I'll put this back. I'm going to put it...
Has to be on a 0.
On a 0. Okay.
Oh, sorry. It cannot be on a 0. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to put that on this. And so this lamprey is what I just added at the top here. It's going to give me a hook and an ability and point it.
All right. I have currently 3 strength right there, so I'm going to look at the 2 mediums and take one of these. Draw 2 additional cards. So I'm going to take this one. And this one goes here. Vic's turn.
All right. I'm going to activate the lamprey to this turn draw 1 additional card. And I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 strength. So I'm going to take this card and then these 2 cards. So I have 3 because of my lamprey ability that I can look at. Wow, that's pretty good. Gotta take a look at what abilities does he have. Oh. Dangerous. He's dangerous with his Selkie. I am going to take this. I'm going to take the... Oh, this is tough. I'm going to take the Kelpie.
Nice.
And then I need to put these back to empty spots.
Side note, I have a severed foot, which is, as Mitch Hedberg said, the ultimate stocking stuffer. All right.
I noticed that right off the bat. Wow, your fishing is going great.
Yep. All right, what did you take on?
I took the Kelpie.
Ah.
And I had just used the lamprey. Can you use more than 1 ability at the start of your turn?
Let's see. I'm going to read the rule on that to see if there is a limit, just so people know for sure. So, using abilities right here has a section. The player may use any number of abilities right there in the rules. No question. You can use any number of abilities to start your turn.
Okay.
All right. What I think I'm going to do is swap the Selkie. Yeah, I think I will.
I thought you might. That's why I said
So,
that Selkie's dangerous.
Yeah, no. I'll take the Kelpie, I think. Yeah.
The Kelpie for the Selkie?
Yep.
I imagined that was going to happen.
Yeah. I'm not too interested in the ability, though. And I'm not interested in giving that to her. So I have 3. Let's see. I'm going to use these 2. And I will take this one here and put this one back.
Nice. I am going to use this sailfish ability, exhaust 1 foul fish controlled by another player, and I'm going to exhaust the foot. So I don't get it.
Nope.
I don't want that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. You won't get it from that ability.
Yeah. And now I have 2, 3, 4 hooks. 5 hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will do the 1 to 2, and I'll take this 0. I can't remember. I put down there. All right. I'm going to take the oarfish.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and use the Kelpie here and flip the top card of each shoal face up. And that's all there is. So
Nice.
each one goes face up, and I can take my pick of the litter.
That's a good time to use that.
Yeah. So pros and cons to these, because there are some foul ones, and those are the ones that give you points.
Which is also, if you have too many of the foul fish, then you don't win, right? The player with more foul.
You lose 2 points.
Okay.
Each player ties up their points. Yep, and whoever caught the most foul fish will lose 2 points, which is significant. And right now, Vic has a bunch of fair fish. So I'm going to amp up my foul fish. Why not? Look at the cards and one show. Return them. These abilities are really bad.
Mm-hmm.
0 to ability. Swap it. 0. I will just take this one. Okay. And Vic's turn.
I'm going to use the rot fish. It says each player gives 1 fish to the player to their left if possible. So if I do that, does it have to be foul or fair, or does it matter? Oh.
So this is a fish.
Okay.
Do you want to do it or no?
Yeah, I'm going to give you... That's worth 2 hooks, though. But these are all 0. So I'm going to give you the rot fish. I'm giving Nick the rot fish.
That is... What one did that, by the way? Each player gives 1 fish. Oh, so that includes itself? Let's see.
Maybe.
Probably. There was a rule about the fish. Let's see. Some abilities refer to cards or fish. A card is any fish card in the shoal, whereas a fish is any fish card that have been caught by a player. Everything caught is a fish, even an octopus or a foot. Okay, so that makes up that. So she gets the foot.
Ew. All right.
So now,
and I'm still going to go because that was just my ability that I activated. I'll do this one because my memory isn't so sharp. I'm just going to use it. This turn, draw 2 additional cards. And now I can look at them all. Mm-hmm. And I have enough hooks to take whatever. So same thing as what kind of Nick did there, looking at all the stuff. I will take the Mass of Eyes.
What does that do? Look at all cards and show it to them. Alright, so I have no real use for this one where no abilities affect me because none will. And I'll look at these. I will take this. And then Vic has to take this. So she can do she could not do that ability. She could do this ability, but it's useless.
Yeah.
So now we are done. We can add up our points. I have 18.
All right, and I have 6, 7, 10, 13 minus 1, so 12.
All right, and I lose 2 because it looks like I have the most foul fish. So I said 18. I have 16, and the final will be 16 to 12. So there you go. That is a quick little game, kind of push a luck, kind of, searching. Very cool art. I love the art of the cards. Button Shy is known for doing these little games. We've covered quite a few, especially Andrew and Sam have covered quite a few. Very cool looking stuff right here. And that is a playthrough, a 2-player playthrough of Shallow Regrets. I hope you enjoy it. Again, May 6th is when this launches on Kickstarter. We're going to post a link in the description of this video to the Kickstarter page. So, take a look at it, see if it interests you.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.